Let's get right into it. Number 10. Brain glitch in the Matrix. Picture this. You're walking into a room, and suddenly your brain smacks you with that creepy déjà vu feeling, like you've been here before, lived this exact moment before, maybe even heard this sentence before. But the truth? Your brain is basically Windows 95, freezing mid-load and then pretending it meant to do that. Déjà vu isn't magic, it's a tiny misfire in the memory system. Here's what's going on. Your brain has two systems for processing experiences. One is short-term, like the scratch pad your brain scribbles on while figuring things out. The other is long-term, like the cluttered attic where you keep embarrassing childhood memories and random TikTok sounds. Sometimes, the signal skips and the short-term memory accidentally shoves itself into long-term storage instantly. So you're standing there, looking at a lamp or sipping coffee, and your brain says, "Ah yes, the ancient prophecy. We've done this before." What makes it creepy is the certainty. Déjà vu doesn't just whisper, it grabs your face and says, "You know this. You've been here. Don't argue." It's like your brain gaslighting you for sport, and the kicker? We don't fully know why it happens. Neurologists can induce déjà vu artificially by zapping parts of the temporal lobe with electricity. Yes, literal science wizards poking your brain like it's a broken toaster. That's how we know it's not just vibes, it's wiring. So déjà vu isn't proof of reincarnation, alternate timelines, or that you're Neo trapped in the Matrix. It's just your neurons copying the wrong file and convincing you it's destiny. Basically, your memory is a drunk intern mislabeling folders and then insisting they've been organized all along. Number 9. The future memory problem. Here's a fun nightmare. Your brain can actually mistake predictions for memories. Yeah, sometimes. Déjà vu isn't about the past at all. It's your brain accidentally confusing, "I thought about this happening," with, "this already happened." Imagine daydreaming about bumping into your ex at Starbucks, and then 2 weeks later, there they are, holding a caramel macchiato, and suddenly you're convinced you're clairvoyant. This is called precognitive misattribution in psych nerd language. Your brain runs constant what-if simulations like a paranoid movie director, and most of the time they just fade away. But when life actually lines up with one of those scenarios, boom, your mind slaps a memory sticker on it. Cue déjà vu. Here's the kicker. Your brain loves to cheat. It doesn't care about objective truth, it just wants a good story. So if the present feels even vaguely like a mental rehearsal you had before, same lighting, same smells, similar conversation, your brain rolls with it. Suddenly, you're not just sipping coffee, you're starring in a rerun of your own life. And this gets darker. People with epilepsy or temporal lobe issues often experience intense déjà vu, like full cinematic flashbacks, because their brain's prediction engine is in overdrive. It's like their internal fortune teller won't shut up. So while you're there thinking you're psychic, what's really happening is your brain has mistaken an Excel spreadsheet of future guesses for a scrapbook of memories. In other words, déjà vu isn't proof you can time travel, it's proof your brain has the organizational skills of a raccoon going through your trash. Number 8. Memory recycling bin. Let's be real, your brain is lazy. It doesn't store every moment of your life in crisp 4K detail. It cheats, it recycles. And déjà vu might just be the recycling bin glitching open. Think about it. You've been in 1,000 kitchens, sat in 100 cafes, walked through a dozen train stations. They all blur together into one big, generic location file in your brain. So when you step into a new cafe with the same tile floors and the same weird humming fridge, your brain pulls an old file, slaps it on top, and calls it nostalgia. Voila, déjà vu. Psychologists call this familiarity without recognition. Your brain recognizes the vibe, but not the source. It's like hearing a song on the radio and knowing the melody but forgetting the lyrics. Creepy part? Your brain doesn't care about accuracy, it just shoves the feeling of familiarity into your face like, "Trust me, you've seen this." This theory also explains why déjà vu happens more in your teens and 20s. That's when your brain is hoarding new experiences at an insane rate. So there's more overlap. By the time you're 40, your brain has filed so many generic office cubicle memories that it just shrugs like, "Yeah, whatever, this all looks the same." So déjà vu isn't you slipping through dimensions. It's your brain recycling old furniture and insisting it's brand new. Basically, déjà vu is just your memory system being that friend who keeps gifting you rewrapped Christmas presents. Number 7. Your brain's lag spike. Ever played a video game online when the Wi-Fi sucks and your character suddenly freezes, then teleports forward like they've just been abducted by aliens? Yeah, that's déjà vu, but for your neurons. Here's the deal. Your brain processes sensory information in parallel, like multiple conveyor belts running at once. Normally, sight, sound, and memory sync up beautifully. But sometimes, one conveyor belt lags behind. Your brain processes something twice, first with a delay, then again instantly, and boom, it feels like you already lived it. Neurologists call this the dual processing lag theory. But let's be honest, it's brain buffering. You're sitting at dinner, someone sets down a plate of spaghetti, and your brain stutters like a broken DVD player. Suddenly, déjà vu hits you like you're trapped in a badly edited TikTok loop. The spooky part is how convincing it feels. You don't just notice a glitch, you believe in it. That's because your hippocampus, the memory librarian of your brain, marks the delayed input as familiar. And once the librarian stamps it, good luck arguing. Your conscious brain has already been tricked. So déjà vu might not be fate or prophecy, it might just be your neurons suffering a mild internet lag. Basically, your brain is a bad gamer rage-quitting reality. Number 6. Nightmares in broad daylight. Okay, let's make this creepier. Déjà vu isn't always about the good kind of familiarity. Sometimes, it's tied to the uncanny overlap between real life and dreams. Yep, your nightmares might be leaking into your Tuesday afternoon. Ever had a dream where you're in some random hallway or talking to someone about something dumb like staplers, and then weeks later, you find yourself in almost the exact same situation? That uncanny overlap can trigger déjà vu. Scientists call it dream-based familiarity. I call it your subconscious trolling you. The theory is simple. Dreams recycle bits and pieces of your real experiences, faces, places, fragments of nonsense. Later, when you stumble across something even vaguely resembling the dream, your brain confuses it with an actual memory. You're left with this eerie, déjà vu moment, thinking, I've been here before, when really, you just dreamt about it while drooling on your pillow. And the really disturbing part? Dream déjà vu has been linked to stress and trauma. If your dreams are recycling high-emotion content, it makes the overlap in waking life hit harder. Suddenly, déjà vu isn't just a glitch. It's your subconscious coughing up a weird emotional hairball in the middle of your day. So yeah, next time you're in line at the grocery store and you get hit with déjà vu, don't panic. It's probably just your brain replaying last week's stress dream about cucumbers. Number 5. The creepy confidence trick. Here's the most messed up part. Déjà vu isn't just about memory, it's about trust. When it hits, it doesn't feel like a maybe. It feels like a guarantee. Your brain doesn't politely suggest, this looks familiar. Nope. It stomps in with steel-toed boots and declares, you have definitely been here before. Why? Because déjà vu hijacks the exact same brain system that normally tells you if a memory is real or fake. Your temporal lobe and hippocampus are the ultimate bouncers. They decide if something gets let into the real memory club or tossed out back with the fake IDs. But when those systems misfire, the familiarity button gets jammed on, and you're flooded with a certainty you can't shake. And this is why déjà vu can feel unsettling. It's not just a glitch, it's a confident glitch. Your brain gaslights you into believing you're reliving a moment, even though no evidence supports it. It's the neurological equivalent of a friend swearing they saw you at a party you definitely skipped. So déjà vu isn't just about memory, it's about misplaced confidence. Basically, your brain is that guy at the bar loudly insisting he knows the bartender, but in reality, he doesn't even go here. Number 4. Déjà vu on steroids. Most people get déjà vu once in a while, maybe once a month or so. Creepy, but manageable. But then there are the unlucky ones who live in what scientists call chronic déjà vu. Imagine waking up, brushing your teeth, and your brain insists, oh yeah, we've brushed these exact teeth before. Then you pour cereal, and déjà vu again. You check your email, déjà vu. By lunchtime, you're convinced your entire life is just a rerun on some cosmic Netflix. This condition has been studied in people with epilepsy, dementia, or certain temporal lobe dysfunctions. Their déjà vu isn't just a blip. It's constant, overwhelming, and terrifying. Some patients stop trusting their own memories entirely. One man in a famous case study refused to read newspapers or watch TV because he believed he had already seen all the news. Every headline was a spoiler alert from his brain. Scientists think this happens when the familiarity circuit in the temporal lobe gets stuck in the on position, like a smoke alarm that won't stop beeping even when there's no fire. It's déjà vu dialed up to 11, and instead of feeling cool and mysterious, it feels like a psychological prison. So the next time you feel a little déjà vu while tying your shoelaces, be grateful. It's better than living in a 24/7 psychological Groundhog Day. Number 3. The Doppelgänger Effect. Here's a weird twist. Déjà vu might actually come from seeing patterns of people, not just places. Think about it. You walk past a stranger, and your brain screams, wait, I know them. Except you don't. Your brain has just stitched together random features from faces you've seen before. Your old math teacher's eyebrows, your dentist's chin, that guy from a toothpaste commercial, and declared the combo familiar. Psychologists call this configural processing, which is a fancy way of saying your brain loves to play Mr. Potato Head with faces. And when your recognition system gets it wrong, instant déjà vu. This explains why déjà vu sometimes hits harder in crowded places. Your memory banks are constantly scanning and matching, so it's no wonder the wires cross. Suddenly, you feel like you're surrounded by people from some other lifetime. Creepy bonus, this also overlaps with jamais vu, the evil twin of déjà vu. That's when something totally familiar suddenly feels wrong or unreal. Like staring at the word the until it looks like alien hieroglyphics. Déjà vu convinces you the new is old. Jamais vu convinces you the old is fake. Basically, your brain is running both the you've seen this before scam and the you've never seen this before scam, depending on what mood it's in. Number 2, the simulation argument. And of course, we can't talk about déjà vu without going full tinfoil hat, because every time you feel that eerie sense of repetition, someone inevitably whispers, bro, what if it's the simulation glitching? It sounds like stoner philosophy, but serious scientists have actually entertained versions of this thought experiment. The idea goes like this. If reality is a simulation, déjà vu could be the result of a rendering error. Like when a video game reuses assets or accidentally loads a level twice. That moment in the grocery store? Just a lazy copy-paste job by the cosmic programmer. Now, there's no proof for this. It's more philosophy than neuroscience, but it taps into why déjà vu feels so unsettling. It doesn't just mess with your memory, it makes you question reality itself. For a split second, you're not sure if you're in your life or if you're in some giant experiment where a computer just hiccuped. Of course, maybe it's not the Matrix, maybe it's just neurons doing their sloppy filing system thing again, but deep down, you have to admit, when déjà vu hits, it feels exactly like reality just stuttered. Number 1. Why déjà vu feels haunted. You can brush off a weird dream or a mistaken memory or even forgetting someone's name, but when déjà vu hits, it feels like the universe itself is nudging you, whispering, something isn't right. That's why humans have been attaching paranormal explanations to it forever. Ancient Greeks thought déjà vu was proof of reincarnation. Some cultures see it as glimpses into past lives or evidence of fate looping itself. And let's be real. When you're standing in a hallway you know you've never seen before, yet your bones scream, I've been here. It does feel like a ghost just walked through your brain. The psychology behind it is solid enough. Memory systems misfire, signals lag, patterns overlap, neurons glitch. But the feeling of déjà vu doesn't care about science. It's visceral. It feels like the universe has folded in on itself for a second, like you've tripped into a hidden backstage door of reality. And that's why it creeps us out so much. Déjà vu isn't dangerous, it's not proof you're psychic, and it's definitely not confirmation that you're stuck in a time loop. But it is one of the rare times your brain betrays you with total confidence, forcing you to stare reality in the face and wonder, wait, am I really supposed to be here? So yeah, maybe it's just neurons being sloppy. Or maybe you're just one glitch away from spotting the man in the black trench coat waiting for you at the end of the corridor. Sweet dreams.